Hello and welcome to the Koby Bronstein Show. I'm sitting alongside guest and LaSalle head coach Ashley Howard. Ashley Howard, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Koby.
Really glad to have you here today. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. First question is going back to your playing career. Okay. So what was your initial reaction when you found out that your playing career at Drexel had to be cut short due to injury?
I was devastated. I had put a lot of time and energy into becoming the best player that I could be, sacrificed a lot. My mother used to tell me the only thing I cared about was basketball, and she was right. At that point in my life, I had invested a lot of time in just becoming a player, and I felt like at that moment in my life, I was the best that I had ever been. I was the strongest, I was the quickest, and I was really ready to take that next step as a player. And to have it taken away from me suddenly like that was devastating.
Yeah, that's got to be really hard, especially as a player who's trying to go to the professional level. And then you moved on to coaching. So then my next question is, what impact did coaching, or does coaching have on you, sharing your love and passion for the game to the younger generation of college athletes?
So what I did was I just channeled the energy that I had as a player into coaching. So the drive and the determination that I had to become the best player that I could be, I try to instill that in my players. And because of that, I think my players gravitate towards my energy because they know that I sincerely care about them and want them to be the best version of themselves that they could be. So the best part about coaching for me now is helping these next generation of players achieve their goals and become the best version of themselves that they could be.
Yeah, that's great. And what was it like working alongside Jay Wright, specifically at Villanova?
It was a great experience just to learn from a great coach, a great leader. Coach Wright runs a great program. People often say that Villanova is run like a Fortune 500 company, and it is. But to have the opportunity to watch him day in and day out and how he did business was something that definitely prepared me to be a head coach.
Yeah, that's great. And I know that you've had a bunch of experiences as an assistant coach, first at LaSalle, your first ever assistant head coaching job there, Drexel, Xavier, Villanova. So what have those experiences led you to now going into your second year as LaSalle men's basketball head coach?
It's all referencing now. So now I can always think back on my days at LaSalle and my days at Drexel and Xavier and Villanova, and take certain things that I learned from each one of those programs, each one of those head coaches, and apply it to my program. I've been very fortunate to work for four very successful head coaches, and I'm used the experience that I learned from all of those programs to all put into what I'm trying to build here at LaSalle and try to make LaSalle the best program that we could be.
Yeah, for sure. And what is your philosophy for coaching, getting all your players on board to achieve your team goals?
Like our mantra is believe, right? Everything starts with believing. And, you have to believe in yourself first, and you have to believe in your teammates and believe in your coaches. So, our biggest thing is believing that everything that we do every day matters and taking pride in it. And I think we have our team in a position now where these guys understand what it means to believe in yourself first, and now we're excited about going into this year two as a new team and building for the future.
Yeah, those are great qualities to instill in your players for sure. My last question is, what role has your family had on your life, shaping you into the man, father, and coach that you have become up until this point?
My family has been everything to me. My grandfather taught me what it was to have a work ethic. He worked 3 jobs, and he never complained. He just went to work every day to provide for our family, and my dad was a great player. So I grew up around the game. I grew up with an appreciation for the history of basketball, which gave me the humility in all the different settings that I've been fortunate enough to be a part of, to learn and embrace and soak up as much knowledge as I could about the game of basketball. And I think that's what's made the biggest impact on me as a coach. just having my grandfather's work ethic and then learning as much as I've been a part of the game my entire life, to just appreciate the game and appreciate the history and the tradition of those who've paved the way for me and for so many of us.
Wow, Ashley, really inspiring. Thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck this season with LaSalle. That's it for the Koby Bronstein Show. See you next time.